Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elo, also known as the Lady Elo. If you're from Instagram, you're welcome. If you're from TikTok, you're welcome. And if you just found me randomly, you're also welcome. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you get notified once I upload a video. We are going to dive into common mistake new virtual assistants, even the old virtual assistants make. And I'm going to tell you how to avoid them. The first one is not setting clear boundaries. I did not inform my client that these were the times that they could call me. So even at 12 a.m., I was receiving a call. 1 a.m., why are you calling me 1 a.m.? Why are you calling me on a Sunday? Why are you calling me in the middle of the night on Sunday? Even though I was working freelance, I was supposed to set my boundary and it affected my work. At that point, it was looking like this girl is not professional. Even she doesn't pick calls. She doesn't respond to messages when messages are being sent. If you send me a message past 10 p.m., I'm supposed to be sleeping. I'm not supposed to respond to that message. But because I did not set the boundaries, that is why there are rooms for this thing. The second mistake is undervaluing your services. As a virtual assistant, you know your worth, you know your value, you know what you are offering. Because a client approached you and said, oh, I can give this job to somebody else if you don't charge less. You need to put a lot of things into consideration. If you're undercharging for your services, how would you survive? How would you live? Do you know how much data is on a daily basis? You need to know your worth when you're charging. If somebody's telling you I'm going to pay you less, just turn your back and go. Tell the person, look for somebody else to do your job. Run, because they are going to overuse you. That's something about cheap labor. Cheap labor will overuse you. They will overuse you. See, as I'm overemphasizing it. I remember when one of my clients said, you think you're doing your best, but you're not doing your best. You're not even trying. And I was being overused. I was being paid like those Chinese kids in those factories for clothes. Like, you don't overuse people to this point and pay them less. So once you see that somebody is coming to underprice you, just take it as a red flag that this person is coming for cheap labor. They will use you, and pay you penny. And then you'll be there, burnt out. You will not know what to do. You'll be confused with life, like, okay, what's next for my life? The third mistake is taking on every client. Not every client is your client. Not everybody that comes to you for a proposal is your client. You should know when to take a step back and say no. Once you start seeing that this particular client will stress me, turn your back. Say, I am no longer interested. Now, for example, someone that is going to underprice you, see that person as a stressful client. Just know that this person will overstress me. When you take on the wrong client, it will drain you. And you're going to ask me, how would you know if a client is wrong? From your first conversation with them, you know that I don't want to work with this person. You already have the mindset, you already have it in your mind that I don't want to work with this person. This person is going to stress me emotionally. The fourth one is not having contract. One thing I always tell every single virtual assistant I know or I mentor is always have a contract. Always have a contract. Now, the first document you're sending to your client is a proposal. Your proposal should contain every single thing you guys have talked about and what you intend to do for the brand. Now, after the conclusion, after you have gone through the proposal together, still write contracts, still write documents, still create documents and send to their emails. You need to document every single process. If a client is changing her words on something or changing his words on something, write it down. This is what you said. This is what you said. This was what we were doing before. This is what we are going to do now. Write it down. For legal purposes, write them down, send it to them, and let them consent to it. They have to consent to it. If you are working with somebody or working for somebody, you need to be able to sign contracts together. It makes it very clear, especially when it comes to payment. When you agree on a particular term, if you don't sign on that agreement, if you don't sign on that payment term, they might turn their back against you and pay you something else. And okay, if you want to defend it, they will actually bring it out. It was only words for words. You didn't write it to them. So you need to create document every single time. Create documents. Even after doing a project, it may look like, oh, she's overdoing it. Do it. After that project, summarize what you've done on that project. Summarize every single thing you've talked about on that project and send it to their email. A lot of clients will tell you, oh, let's communicate through WhatsApp. No. I'm going to send it to you on WhatsApp. I'm going to send it to your email at the same time. The fifth mistake is not continuing to learn. You need to continue learning. Learning doesn't stop. As a virtual assistant, there are new tools, there are new things you need to learn. oh, this industry is evolving. Every industry is evolving. Take tech, for example. The tech industry is evolving on a daily basis. You get, it's not the idea you had 2 years ago or 2 months ago. People are doing something more trendy now. So you need to learn, upgrade your skills on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. Upgrade, try to upgrade. As you upgrade, your money self will upgrade with it. Your payments will upgrade with it. I just mentioned 5 common mistakes a virtual assistant can make. And the first one is not setting boundaries. The second one is undervaluing your services. The third one is taking on every client. The fourth one is not having contract. The fifth one is not continuing to learn. Let me know in the comment section, which of these mistakes have you made and which one have you learned from? And if I did not mention the mistakes you've made, you can mention them in the comment section. And as usual, drop your question in the comment section and tell me what subscriber you are. We are almost at 800. We are at 793 at this point. We are almost at 800. Thank you so much for following me. And I'm going to make sure to upload at least 3 to 5 videos every week. So you should anticipate me uploading on my YouTube every single day. So yes, it's going to be more conversational. Ask me your questions every day and I'm going to answer your questions every single day. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.